follow up on the referrals given to me. We all took that oath and said, I do, right? Now what happens if a member does not do that? Suppose a member does not follow up on the referrals given. So here are some suggestions. Now just imagine I've given a referral to Jay and I come to know that he has not followed up on this referral. What should be done? The first thing which needs to be done is directly go and have a conversation with Jay. Like every relationship out here, that is the best way to do. And mind you, it's very important to have a very forthright and very, very clear and precise conversation and not beat around the bush. So something like this. Hi Jay, I got to know that the referral which I had given you last week, there's been no follow-up on that. So is there something which went wrong, or is there something which is keeping you?
I lost the number and I forgot to call them back.
You lost the number and you forgot to call them back. Okay, so I shall give you the number right away, and I hope that you will do this right now.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. So something like this, a direct conversation asking him why did he not follow up. Now if you notice, he said I lost the number and I forgot to follow up. So the responses which you could get probably could be categorized into three things. One, I lost the contact details. Two, I forgot to follow up. And three could be something like it was not a good referral. So suppose you have a situation where the member says, I forgot to follow up. What you could do is right away give the number and say that I would expect you to please go ahead and call the gentleman or the lady right now, because when I am giving you a referral, there is some amount of my reputation which I am actually giving you away along with this. Because in case you don't follow up, what happens is my reputation takes a hit. And if you do, then that adds credit to my reputation. And that's something which needs to be told to the member right away. And in the third situation where he says that I think it was not a good referral, what you need to do is probably strike an immediate one-to-one appointment with him and understand what went wrong. Why did you actually give a referral which was not good for him or her as a member? So this is something which needs to be done. Now, just imagine after all these conversations, still you come across a situation where the follow-up has not happened. Then what do? I think the next step is to actually go back and tell the MC that there has been a situation where I had a discussion with this member. I've given the referrals, but there seems to be a lack of follow-up. So that's the step 2, where you go to the MC and put it across to the MC that there is a member in the team who is not actually following up on the referrals given, and this needs to be addressed. So what happens is that will be the time when MC steps in and there is a conversation which is taken up with the member to try and understand what is the issue. And if the MC feels the need, then the member can be put on a probation period to ensure that the member is following all the required details. So this is something which is very, very critical, and the process to be followed is you need to have a conversation first with the member. If you feel that despite the conversation there is no action taken or there is no improvement, only then you go to the MC. Remember to have the positivity in the chapter, which I think is something which is very, very great in super achievers. It's very, very important to talk to the member and not about the member. It's important to ensure that you have a conversation with the member and not talk about the member with your other members. So this is something which we need to keep in mind, and let's hope that this continues to be the best chapter in the piece. Thank you so much.